Let us bring in Nina Schick, political analyst with Open Europe, joining me in the studio. Well, we've just seen on the screens of one of the Greek TV stations' output, 52% saying no to the terms of the deal, 48% yes. Of course, that is just a telephone exit poll. It doesn't give us very much of an idea, except perhaps to say that it's going to be pretty close, whichever way it goes.
I know, and whatever the result is, the bottom line is there is no good option for the Greek people, because even if it is a yes and they thereby continue to have those talks with creditors, the fundamental problem is that Greek debt is unsustainable. So any kind of deal going forward can only be an extend and pretend, and it won't be long until Greece is once again in the situation where it's been, where creditors and the Greek government is at odds about what to do again.
Let us assume that it is going to go the way of the no voters, because we've now had three exit polls which paint a pretty similar picture. If that happens, and Alexis Tsipras has the backing but not a ringing endorsement from the Greek people, where do you think it happens after that?
Well,
what do you think happens after that?
It certainly takes us one step closer towards a Grexit, a Greek exit from the Eurozone. Leading up to the referendum, the Eurozone politicians were very, very clear that this vote is not about a package which already expired when the second bailout expired, but that it is about Greece's future in the euro. Now, it's very interesting to see that some leaders have tempered what they've said today. That includes the Spanish Prime Minister, and indeed the France's Hollande is also saying we will continue to talk with Greece. And this is, of course, what Tsipras and Varoufakis have been saying as well. Even if it is a no vote, that does not put our membership of the Eurozone into question. But I think Merkel will beg to differ, and we will see what happens.
So effectively, nothing has changed. Greece is not paying the terms of the bailout deal. It's not paying its creditors. The Greek people are unhappy about austerity. The Germans are saying, I'm sorry, you're not going to get any more money, as is the IMF and the other creditors. You're pretty sure that it is going to lead to a sort of a Grexit, a Greek exit, or is there a possibility that Europe's stance will soften?
Well, the thing is, the counterfactual to austerity in Greece would be fiscal transfers. And of course, that's illegal under EU law. And this is what, in the lead up to the referendum, the creditors were very clear that any kind of deal wouldn't be much approved on what was their final offer. Now, of course, when Varoufakis and Tsipras came into office, they promised the people that they could retain membership of the euro as well as cut austerity. However, given the no bailout clauses and the fact that the Eurozone is not a transfer union, that's not compatible. So the election promises they made, they knew full well, were not compatible with Eurozone membership. But if it is a no vote, they will try to use that, of course, as leverage. They don't want to leave the Eurozone. But whether or not the other leaders in the Eurozone will accept that, we'll have to see. Because, of course, they would then be accepting a massive liability for their own taxpayers.
Nina, thank you. We're going to talk